soul flames, soulmates, and beyond. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time we're living in. What an amazing time. It's exciting times. You know, we are getting challenged, we're getting pushed forward, new energies are coming in, and it's really, really, really a time of transformation, new earth energy, manifestation, and shedding the last things in your life that needs to be shed. So um, let's see what's going on in the divine masculine mind space as we are in the sign of Gemini. Gemini, air sign, and Gemini with, you know, the two polarities, you know, the dark and the light, Mr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, that is coming up in a lot of people, and that is activated by the two eclipses we had last time. So let's see what's going on in the masculine's mind space. Travel, inner and outer journeys, believe in yourself, big shifts are happening. So in his mind space, he knows that he needs to make big shifts. He needs to make the shift of from the ego mind space to the unconditional love space. And it's about shedding the egos, letting go, surrender, surrender to whatever comes his way. And there are journeys going on, inner and outer journeys. That means traveling. It means the journeying within, you know, going to the other realms, other dimensions, other spaces. And that could happen through meditation. It could happen by medicine work. It could have all kinds of journeys, and it could also be literally traveling, you know, traveling to other countries, traveling for work, traveling for joy, you know, doing the work or working with the earth grids that needs to be activated and receiving the codes in different places. So the divine masculine is getting activated on that. The inner and outer journeys making big shifts for the divine masculine. It could be that, you know, there were some things in his life that he wants to hold on to, or is not able to let go of. And now this huge shift is coming in. And that means that transformation is here, transformation time, to stand still, to be still, to go within and change what needs to be changed within. It could be that the divine masculine is thinking of traveling towards his divine feminine. But I more feel into it that it's you know, it's more the journeys that he is needed to make that makes big shifts, and that he has to believe in himself, that everything will be okay, that things will change. And, you know, the dragon energy is coming towards him, you know, to bring healing, but also take him on the journey, take him on the twin flame journey that, you know, he already knew in his heart space who his beloved was. And, you know, that took him on a journey, and, you know, that it could be that there are endings going on at work, endings going on at other spaces, situations that needs to let go of, you know, old friends. It needs to think about, you know, letting go of maybe old relationships that needs to be shifted. And when it shifts, you know, then and it could be that the dragon is coming in to shift that energy that is needed to shift, and take him on the journey, take him on the journey of traveling, take him on the journey of the twin flame, um, yeah, on the twin flame path, right? But I know a lot of masculines already know who his twin flame is. And it could be that he is releasing, or no, letting go of a karmic situation, and that he wants to travel towards his divine feminine. Okay, what's going on in his heart space? The lost cloak. Release old identities, magnificence, and be realized. Okay, so he realized that he needs to release the old identity of the third dimensional realm, that he needs to release old patterns of thinking, that he needs to let go of, you know, stubbornness, that he needs to let go of ego mind. And I see he's shedding that lost cloak. You know, he's doing the work, he's doing the integration of the healing, um, and he knows that this magnificent shift that he is making, you know, and even if he makes the travel towards his divine feminine, you know, will shift everything in his life. Nothing will be the same. And he's releasing old identities, you know. He's working on it. He's seeing that his divine feminine is growing and growing and growing and growing, and he's saying, Jesus, I left that behind because she wasn't growing, and now I see she's growing because of the separation, and she's now at the point that she is, you know, manifesting everything in her life. And he's thinking, okay, but this is the woman I was in love with. I loved so dearly. And because of my ego, you know, uh, things change within me, you know, and I took second best. And when I'm taking second best, you know, then other energies are coming in, and really telling him, no, this is not the right one. He already know it's the right one. It isn't the right one from the beginning. He knew. And this is a karmic relationship. Now he has to sit with it, what he's, you know, what he manifested. And it's not about the blame anymore, you know. It's bigger than that, you know. The energies that's going on at the moment is really, really powerful. And he realized now that's not about the divine feminine and the divine masculine, you doing wrong, I'm doing wrong, or you know, that it was all about clearing the karma, clearing a karma from a former and past life, what was guided by the ancestors. And when they release it, when they let it go, then he will transform. Now he got what he wanted, or what he chose. That's what he got what he chose. And he has to deal with that karma that is behind it. So I see that the divine masculine is going in a spiral inwards and going within, and going into the journey of traveling within, and changing and and letting go of old identities, you know, and that would bring back his sparkle. He doesn't know anymore how to bring back his sparkle, how to go to that light, how to, you know, to see that light, you know. It's really interesting because I see the blah, 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 blah. Okay. You need to shut up. Shut up. Sorry, guys. My Siri was on and is looking for travels. So I needed to shut her up for a while. So how does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? And manifest, that she's manifesting, that she's doing co-creations, that she's in gratitude, that she's in divine alignment, and that she has joyful visions and joyful visions and joyful energy. And she is releasing and manifesting everything that she's touching, and he's seeing that because she has the light in her hands, and everything what she's touching is manifesting into gold, because she is in this high vibrational energy. She is positive. She is in that light space. She is connected with everything around her, and he sees her manifesting. Manifesting what she wants in her life, manifesting new things. It could be that she had initiations, that she went through shedding some old layers, and it brings her only pushing her forward. So she is spreading her light, she's spreading her love, she's spreading her energy, and she knows exactly where to give it. And that's how he sees the divine feminine. And that she is in gratitude for her path, that she's in gratitude for you know, this divine alignment, that she is in the joyful energy, and that she is working in co-creationship with other people, and that gives her yeah, how do you say it, that will give her new energies, new initiations, and new things will manifest for her, new things will come to her. And that's how he sees her. He sees her as being free, spreading her wings and being free, and in connection with all elementals, and in co-creation with the fairies. So that's how the divine masculine sees the divine feminine, and it's a bit of a intimidation for him, because she's independent and she can do it on her own. And I feel, oh my God, you know, and it's an energy from the past that's saying, okay, I let something go where I didn't have the patience for, and I thought, you know, it was better on the other side, that the grass was greener on the other side. And now what I manifested in my life was only more difficulties, and I feel I'm trapped. That's what I hear. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't do anything. And he's seeing that his divine counterpart is free and spreading her wings, and is be carried by the air, is be carried by the earth, is be carried by the fire and the earth and the water, that she's connected with all of it. And he knew that she could do on her own. He knew he never thought that she could be so free and be so independent in her life. By cutting her out, or could be that the divine feminine cut him out, but cutting her out of his life was the biggest mistake he made. By cutting her out of his life was the biggest mistake that he made, because in his heart space there is still a lot of love for her. Okay, so what's going on in the divine feminine's mind space? The stepping stones. Take the next step. Let go of the old paradigm. And that's a little bit the same as in the heart space of the divine masculine. In the divine masculine's heart space, he has to release the lost cloak and old identities, and the divine feminine in the mind space, needs to take the next step and let go of the old paradigm, because she can fly beyond. She can fly. She's on the earth. She's part of the earth, but she is in that higher realm. Taking it step by step and let herself be guided by the universe, guided by the dragons, guided by all the elementals, and that brings her. She is blossoming. She's blossoming because of that, because she is moving over water. She have been diving in deep. She's been in that depth, and in the mud, and being stuck in that mud. And now she's coming out of the mud and she is flowering. She is opening her petals, her crown chakra is open. She is flying with the ancestors, flying with the goddess, and she is walking her way. And yeah, she's walking her own path, and that's what she's doing. And she's leaving the old paradigm behind, because that old paradigm is not serving her, is not in alignment with her frequency, is not in alignment with her life. But she's doing the work. That's what I see. She's doing the work. Okay. What's in her heart space? The earth and the air. She had initiations by the air, and she's deeply grounded in the earth. She's deeply grounded in the earth. She is stable. She has physical integrations and mental clearings. So she's clearing out her mental space in everything what no longer serves her. So, and that's in her heart space. She's working from her heart space to clear that physical, to physical integrate the light and the healing modalities. And that makes her stable, because she clears out her mind. There is a strong mental energy with her, that she is taking no, how do you call it? She's taking no, well, I think I have to let it go for a while, because I can't find the word at the moment. Because she is, well, I have a brain fog here. I will come back to it. I will come back to this. So she is flying, she's integrating, she's seeing from a higher view. She knows that she is getting healing sending healing to the earth, getting healing from the higher frequencies, getting healing from the universe. Okay, and she's integrating it all into her physical body. And the mental clearing has to do that she is not taking any, giving any meaning to what other people think or say. And that gives her a mental strength, because she knows that if she's not giving any meaning to it, she will not judge someone else. She sees the higher picture of it, and that she can let go of what other people say, because it's a projection of their of their emotions. So she is in that space of neutrality. She's neutral in everything that comes towards her, you know, even if there is an energy that's trying to provoke her, to get her out of her shell, you know, maybe things will be said to her. She's just in this neutral energy, because she knows when she stays in that neutral energy that, you know, it's what the other person say is just their perception, and she's not going and not letting herself seduced to a space that is not hers. She is staying in alignment with herself. Okay? How does she seize the divine masculine? The divine masculine energy, the divine masculine card. So, rising of truth, he's in gentle power and true strength. So he is following her energy, you know, being true to himself. He uses gentle power because he knows where the Holy Grail is at. He knows where the Holy Grail is at. It could be that he already had the Holy Grail, you know, in his heart space, and that it was already for the divine feminine, and that something, or it could be a third party, could be another energy that got them separated, but the energy is still there, you know, the love is still there. It's just the way I had a feeling the ego was so in the way, he was such in a such dark place that the attention he got from the outside was more important than what he had to resolve with the divine feminine. And of course, it gave him a lot of heartache, a lot of hardship, but now he understands the whole journey. Now he knows what he had, and what he had to let go of, or what slipped through his fingers, because he wasn't patient enough to let it grow. He wasn't patient enough for her to grow. And that's what I find out with the divine masculine. You know, when the divine feminine is growing, she has patience for the divine masculine, and will wait for him so he can grow in his own pace. But if it's the other way around, the ego takes over, and he's looking for something else, because when he is looking for something else, because his ego is taking over, and he think, oh, I can do better, you know, and then he's taking the next step, and he's following that ego space, ego driven or money driven, or, you know, a third party doesn't always have to be a woman, can be work, can be, you know, hunger for material things. It can be a grandmother, can be a mother, can be a sister, can be everything. So keep it open for yourself, where that energy is heading, where that energy is connecting with you, that you say, okay, that was a third party, you know. And when he is in that energy flow, then now he realized, now he is more in that energy flow and looking back at it, and he's saying, wow, I wasted my time. You know, I settled for less, and what did I get out of it? You know, it's I feel loneliness, I feel still codependency, and it's trauma bonded. You know, they were attracted by to each other by a trauma wound, and it's like now he realized he's raising his truth, and he is now more in this gentle energy for himself, and he knows now what the true strength is, how he could, you know. I hear regrets, and I wish I could turn the tide. You know, it's like I wish I had more patience, because I could turn this around, but his ego took over. Okay. Um, what will support the divine masculine is crown chakra. The right to know, go beyond attachments. See, go beyond the attachments. Release yourself from any attachments. You know, if it's attachment to your mother, attachments to a situation, attachment to work, attachment, let it go. Because when you are letting go of attachments, you are coming in divine alignment. And that divine alignment will connect you with the higher source, with the higher energies of light that will pour in, you know. And when it comes into your heart space and opens your heart space, your heart knows the way. Your heart knows the way, and that will support the divine masculine, you know. And I hear it's the stubbornness of the divine masculine, you know, to go back, or try to resolve things from the past that still needed healing, because I have a feeling he is lost without his divine feminine. He feels this now, he feels this loss. So it could be that it is already a few years back, or you know, it's related to that. And now he needs to let go of all the attachment, but also the attachment or the trauma attachment with the divine feminine he was bonded with, you know, had to let go of that. So it's and now is this that divine alignment that comes in with him, that is exactly guiding his heart where he needs to go. Okay, and that will support the divine masculine. How does he sees the divine feminine in the relationship? That she is shining her light, that she's going with that flow, that she has that she takes wise action, and that she is doing the things in grace. And she's walking with Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, love, compassion, and humility. So she is pouring her light into herself, pouring her light into the people that she's connected with and that she is in alignment with. So there is a lot of space for her grace. There is a lot of space and gratitude for what is coming into her life. So he sees that that she just wants to shine her light, and that there is a soft energy, a soft, gentle energy within her that keeps her centered, and she's seeing the things beyond time and space. She's seeing things from a higher view. And she knows when she's staying in that heart space, when she's staying in this, also I hear the air, the mind, that she really knows exactly, you know, what to take on and what to give back. It's for her, it's the giving and the receiving. It's the balance in everything, keeping the balance in everything, and that she's doing this by shining her light. That there is a lot of, and because of that, there's a lot of manifestation coming her way. So, what will support the divine feminine? The crystal child, your natural core, pure innocence, removing all falsehood, and she's a seer. She sees through everything. She sees through manipulation. She sees through everything that is not pure or sincere. You know, she's seeing that, she's feeling that, and she's removing herself from everything what is not pure, from everything what has alternative motives. And she is this crystal child, connecting with everything, connecting with the crystals. She is connected with the Herkimer diamond, and she is taking that Herkimer diamond to shine her light into this world. It could be that she's doing her grit work with Herkimer diamonds or with crystals, and using this to, you know, remove old energies and transforming it by using the crystals. She has an innocent soul. She is pure of soul, and she is and staying in that purity will support her always. And that's why she's so protected and so I hear so protected by the universe, so protected by her guides and the elementals, that everyone who wants to harm her, you know, get it back in threefold. That's yeah. I hear maybe more. They get back what they deserve. That's what I hear. So so if you try to get her out of her alignment with source, you know, and that will come back to you, you know, that's it, because she's pure of her soul. She has this innocent and pure core, and removing herself from people that are not in that pure energy. She knows exactly who she wants around her and who she don't want around. It could be, and that was a journey. I hear it's a journey already of the last 3 years. She's shedding and shedding and letting go and letting go and letting go, and being in that purity that will always support her. Okay, how does she see the divine masculine? The whale teaching, the depth of experience and healing. He has the depth and the experience and of the healing modalities. He's a teacher and a mentor, and he shares his wisdom. And that's how she sees the relationship with him. That he's that teacher, that he is, you know, a mentor for a lot of people, and that he is connected with the geometry, that he's connecting with the water, that he's connecting with the light, and that is his path, that is his journey, you know, that he is, it could be that he is a coach at work, or maybe a manager, or maybe, you know, guiding people on the way and teach them what is best for them, how to deal with certain situations in a work environment. and that is how he shares his wisdom. You know, he wants to share this wisdom with everyone around him, and that's what the divine feminine sees. And it's that sharing is okay, uh, but the universe says, you know, never share. Um, um, Never share without consent. You know, some people don't even want to hear what you have to say. uh, there are people that don't want to be taught because they see themselves as you know, a higher teacher or a better teacher or whatever. So it's for him, you know, a learn, maybe to learn not to share all the wisdom, or sharing or you know, giving people advice that they're not waiting for, because then you're getting yourself in a higher position to, while everyone, you know, it's equal. The teachings are different, maybe the teachings are different, but it's the same. You know, it's the same energy. It's the oneness. I hear it's the oneness. He needs to come back to the oneness and going beyond the duality. Yes, we live in a duality world, but we need to go beyond the duality, because there is where oneness exists. And out of oneness, we can take care of ourselves, we can take care of others, and without judgment, without any um, lower frequencies, I hear. Okay, thank you guys. It's not that there is lower frequency, but the ego keep us stuck in that lower vibration. Okay, what is combining them both from the universe? The cosmic heart source. Source of all, coming home, in truth, just be, and there's heart connection. You know, there's always a heart connection. There's always connected with the heart space. Um, they are both working, you know, from the light. They are both working from that cosmic heart source, and they feel each other. That's what I hear. They feel each other on the heart space. The divine feminine. It could be that the twin flames are so strong, you know, in their heart space, they still feel each other. You know, it could be that when the divine masculine or the divine feminine thinks about the divine masculine or the feminine, that they feel their energies connecting with each other. Okay, and it's a source of all. You know, they're coming home in that heart space. You know, they will never come home when they're coming from a mind space, because that will, you know, separate. The mind space will separate. You only need the ego or the mind space to take massive action on a manifestation. You know, if you want to manifest something, you need to take massive action, and you need to take step by step, you know, and you need to follow that procedure to put it down for yourself, and to opening up those other gates, what you want to, and the universe will work with you, you know. But you can't manifest without, you know, not taking any action. You know, it's the universe that from this kind of heart space will guide you to where you need to be. And you asking, or you waiting for an invitation of the ancestors, of the spirits, or the universe, or whatever you're connected with, to give you the sign that's a go, that you can go to that portal, and they will support you. And then you have to take action because you will feel that push. And that's what's happening for both of them, you know. It's a lot of hard work when you are just manifesting from your mind space and manifesting from the ego space. It's really, really hard work. But if you just listen to what is being given to you, then you have the blessing, and you just have to move through and take some action, and that's it. Okay, let's see what's going on. The words of wisdom cards. One card for both of them from the universe. It's almost like this eclipse triggers you back to the past, and to see there are possibilities, to see that there is healing on the past. There is huge healing on the past, huge healing on the past situation. And I think that's because of the divine feminine and the divine masculine already work together. You know, they worked for so many times, so many lifetimes together. It's what I hear. It's just the stubbornness of the divine masculine that's holding him back to make to make a move, not to make a move, but to connect and contact, to see if the divine feminine is okay, because he was just so focused on his own misery that he didn't see that he also left heartache with the divine feminine. It's just the focus on himself. It's the ego was there too much. There was no heart, just ego connection. And the divine feminine felt that. The divine feminine knew. And that's probably why the divine feminine, you know, left. And of course, yeah, I hear there was a seduction. There was focused on, oh my gosh, that's something better, that feels better, that is better. You know, I'm going for that. And now he is trapped in that energy, because his heart still belongs way to the past, because it's still connected there. And that needs to or he has to connect with her, or he has to you know, move on. But also I think a lot of things need to be healed with the divine masculine there. It's a former relationship that needs healing. Well, if you want a reading from me, or divine twin flame coaching or counseling, you know, if you're stuck in your twin flame relationship between the masculine and feminine, within 60 minutes I can turn it around for you and remove your blocks, and to see where your divine masculine has the blocks, where the divine feminine has the blocks, and remove those blocks. You know, this is an intensive coaching session. Maybe to bring you both back together. And there is also a Twinflame retreat on the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th of July. This Twinflame retreat, you know, contains healing and profound removing of your blocks and coming back together. So if you're interested to do this with your divine masculine, you know, send me a message. Or if you want to do it by yourself, you know, it's also possible to have, you know, being loyal to yourself by having an own wedding ceremony with your divine masculine and your divine feminine within. And making the vow that you always choose yourself, or no matter where you go, no matter where you are, always follow your heart and choose you, because you are the one, you know, that comes into this world. We're coming into this world alone, we're coming together, we're getting separated, and then you're one again, you know, but that one becomes one with all. So we're going to this journey in our lives that, you know, that consists out of being born on this world. You're coming alone, you know, then you're coming together with your divine partner that is guided by the universe. And if you want it or not, it's always divine guided, because that's the path and that's the journey your soul chose. And then you're coming back into oneness, coming back to yourself, coming back in your own power. And then you start to realize that everything is one, that you was one with your divine counterpart, that you were one with your twin flame, and that everything else needs to work out, you know, needs to, if there's a separation, there needs to come a healing on that to come together. But you don't come together as blaming one or the other, you know. There is this oneness energy that is bigger than just the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We're coming back together when we see that it was needed to heal, that it was needed to come back to your own truth and your own authenticity, and not in a trauma bonding energy. Okay, you needed to move through your own traumas and to heal your own traumas. And that's, if those traumas are not worked through, you know, you getting or trauma bonded partners, or the same traumas coming your way, and it's up to you to say, yes, I'm stepping back and I'm going back in that energy, or you say, no, I'm moving forward because I've done that, I've seen that, you know, I'm done with that. I'm not going back into that energy. And when you're going above that, and don't blame the other person, but see it as that it is a part of the whole cosmic and the karmic releasing of the past, of past energies, then you making new connections, and there can come friendship out of it, you know. Wow, that was a huge channeling. Thank you, lovelies. I'm so grateful for your support. One card for both of them. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. This is for both of them, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities that you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. So it is both, you know, it is what you see and what you like in each other and what you don't like in each other that is containing within yourself also. And you need to heal those parts. And when you do heal those parts, and you have the priority and the prerogative to say, okay, I'm going back in that energy or I'm moving forward in that energy. You know, there are huge difference, and it's all, you know, what you see in the other is what you see in yourself, or what you've healed in yourself. So that could be a reflection of both of you. That's what the universe says. Universe says, romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So personal attention and personal affection is what is needed in this energy to create romance. So it could be that, you know, the personal attention that you give to each other defines if a relationship will stand or not. You know, we're getting out of the manipulation. We're getting out of that energy of making each other jealous, or getting out of that energy to talk yourself into to match the other someone else's energy by really exactly that is what they say, to get what you want. That's old paradigm. We're stepping out of that, you know. It needs to be genuine. If it's not authentic, you know, it will be felt. Okay. That's what the universe says. So if you want to have romance, you need to give the personal attention and affection. And if you don't give it to each other, you know, and you're getting separated from each other, you know. Because what the divine feminine not giving to the divine masculine, and the divine masculine, that's what the divine masculine don't give to the divine feminine. And then there is this separation happening. Okay, the green man, rising energy, surge and fertility. So this is for both of them, you know. The green man, follow the green man, follow the energy of that green man, follow the energy of that heart space of rising the energy, and search, you know, search for that balance, you know, that balance in the masculine and in the feminine within. So it's a beautiful energy that will merge towards fertility and fruition, and they will you know, they activate each other. That's it, they activate each other. And that's what the universe says. Okay, let's see for the divine masculine oracle. A sacred living, spirit is speaking, and there is intervention. So it's ceremonies. You need to live your life sacredly, you know, walk your talk and follow your path, you know, and listen to what spirit is saying to you. The spirit is giving you the, if you see it here, out of the fire is spirit coming and talking to you, is what it is needed, you know. And if you're not doing what you need to do, you know, and you're not on top of it, you know, there will be an intervention. There will be, you know, you there will be an intervention that you need to stop, and you know that creates that you need to do the work for yourself. Okay, so um, divinely guided, I hear spirit is speaking to you, and you need to listen and live your life in a sacred way, you know. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Actions speak louder than words. You know, don't take any words for a belief. You know, everyone can say everything to you, but look at the details. Look at the actions. Look at the synchronicities. Look at the energies. Look at everything. Just don't say, okay, step in blindly, you know, just feel what's good for you, feel what is guiding you, feel where you need to go, and look at their actions. How are they actions, you know, speak to you? It could be, um, maybe for the divine masculine, you know, maybe he express his love, you know, he needs to speak his love through his actions and not through words. That's what I say, that's what I see. It's really beautiful. Okay, and this is friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. This is for the divine masculine. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your life will dramatically improve. So it could be that, that he wasn't nurturing the friendship, that he wasn't nurturing um, the energies and honoring the energies what was between them. It could be that there was manipulation, that it was trying to make the divine feminine jealous. It could be that he came up with all kind of manipulations to you know, yeah, I hear it was ego. It was ego spaced. It wasn't, you know, heart spaced. He didn't want to um, make this friendship work with the divine feminine, you know, because there were so many, the mind was taking over, the desire was taking over on the other side. It could be that he had desire for someone else, and that, you know, that he gave into that desire, and he didn't nurture that friendship. He didn't show that she cared in his life, because he was maybe comparing her with someone else that he had a desire for, and letting her know by communication or feelings that she was less than the other person. And that was that kind of manipulation. You have to cut that out of your life, because as a divine feminine, you don't need to be put down or gaslighted or be manipulated by ego mind. You know, when it's coming from the heart space, there is love, there's connection, there's friendship, there's action, and there is then you will flow in that relationship together. So, you know, don't take that old paradigm shit anymore in your life. Sorry for the word, but you know, I think that the most feminines at the moment are so fed up with the playing games and the players, that, you know, they shuffle it aside right away. It's like, next, you know, I'm done with that. We had that. And don't let yourself ever be drawn into a third party situation. If your divine masculine comes in and start to talk to you about another woman or another person or another love interest, get the fuck out right away. Get out, because that's not the frequency you want to deal with, because then you know that you will be manipulated all the time, or be putting down, or that they will gaslight you, you know, all these things. That's an old masculine energy we don't need in our life. Okay. For the divine feminine, meditation. Please, peace, relief, and sanctuary. Get your sanctuary out in nature. And when you get out in nature and you meditate, you find your peace, you find your sanctuary, you find your harmony. You're connected with everything. Clear your aura, clear your space, clear everything, you know. So get your peace in nature. It will give you relief, and it's a sacred sanctuary. Okay. Like attract like. If you long for more love, you need to be more loving. And if you want this loving in your life, be more loving yourself. That's for the divine feminine. So it could be that if you're already get the signs of you know, control issues, or manipulation, or you know, third party energy, or whatever, you know, then you can give all your love towards that, but it's a toxic relationship. It will be toxic. So you need to really to take care of yourself, you know, really take care of yourself even in the twin flame relationship. But if you find that alignment with someone, and if you find that energy is merging, you know, then be loving, be kind, have fun, love with each other, create with each other. Then everything opens up. But don't let other parties come into this relationship, because then, you know, because you want attention. And it's also for the divine feminine, right? You're not, if you're going towards a relationship and you start to talk about your past lovers, or you start to talk about, you know, another person you really like, you know, it's done. You know, your attention and your loving and your care needs to go in that focus to that one person. And then, you know, you will get that connection together. But as soon there is if there is this energy of a third party or whatever, you know, then get it out. Get it out. Embrace for the divine feminine. Embrace. Through each other, you will find the missing pieces. Through each other, you will find the missing pieces. So it could be that you both, after separation, you will see what was lacking in the relationship. And you can embrace that, you know, you can embrace that. You can, you know, see what is lacking in the other. Maybe it was lacking in you, maybe it is lacking in you, you know, and you, because of these channelings, that your eyes will be opened and say, oh my God, yeah, that's what I did, that's what he did, you know. And you know, it maybe it we can get better at it, you know. We can smooth it out. And if it's not possible to come to a conclusion with that, you know, then you have to let go. Then you really have to let go. If it's hurt you too much, and it happens time over and over and over again, you have to release, and then you have to let it go. Okay. But you know, you can also send love and light to that person. You don't need to be horrible to that person. You can be nice and sweet and loving and caring towards that person if you see it from a higher perspective. If you don't make it personal of the blame game, you and me, and you said this and you said that and I did this and you did that, you know, go beyond, because you know that there's a karmic energy be played out that needs to be healed. You know, it's bigger than just the masculine and the feminine. It's bigger than the twin flames. It's about the balance within. And that's where they say, embrace your divine masculine, embrace yourself, and sending light and love and healing towards it. Okay. Wow. That's a huge channeling, guys. And it's beautiful how the cards guiding me, and how I get my confirmation about, you know, what they already saying to me during meditation. So we're going really fast to the transformation towards the new time, towards the new earth energy, towards a lot of other stuff that's happening. And I see a lot of masculine grow, you know, and I see that they are taking responsibility, and that it's really doing well. So I will thank you for watching. You know, all the blessings. I'm so grateful for this channel that I can reach you guys. Let me subscribe yourself and give me a thumbs up if you really resonate with this video. And send me a cup of coffee through the email, or through the PayPal link for the energy exchange. I would really love that. I will thank Ali for your donation, and Carrie for your donation, and Jennifer for your donation. And I hope you all will be well. My gratitude, you're my prayer. Divine Masculine is in my prayer. I'm sending him healing. It could be that he is in a difficult situation at the moment, and that he needs to let go and you know, separate maybe from a third party energy and let it all go. And I wish you all well, and you know, blessings to all of you. Bye bye. See you next time.